Picture this. Two people work the exact same shift in a hospital in Columbus, Ohio. They have the same job title, the same $68,000 salary, and every other Friday at 6 a.m., the exact same direct deposit hits both of their checking accounts. But here is where the similarities end. By the following Thursday, one of them is broke. And I don't mean metaphorically broke. I mean checking the bank app before buying gas broke. Quietly declining the group dinner broke. The other one? She just got back from a week in Portugal. She has $19,000 sitting in an account that most people don't even know exists. And she hasn't stressed about a bill since 2023. Same money, same city, same rent. And no, she doesn't have a side hustle, an inheritance, or a boyfriend who got lucky on crypto. The actual difference between these two people comes down to about 11 minutes every other Friday. That's it. This isn't a video about earning more money. It's a video about what happens in the first 48 hours after your paycheck lands. Because right now, depending on which server you trust, 2/3 of American adults are living paycheck to paycheck. Today, I'm going to walk you through the exact step-by-step routine to run every single time you get paid. We are using actual 2026 numbers because the rules of the game have shifted again. Credit card rates are pushing 24%, inflation kicked back up to 3.8%, and the contribution limits for your retirement accounts have all changed. I'm going to give you the blueprint. 9 steps. Let's dive in. Step 1. Know your number and align your due dates. Step 1. Know your number. This is a 30-minute audit you only have to do once. Look, every financial routine on the internet starts with make a budget, and immediately everyone's eyes glaze over. Budgeting sounds like financial homework assigned by someone who's never had fun. I'm not going to tell you to budget. I'm going to tell you to find one single number. Your true monthly cost of existing. Rent, utilities, minimum debt payments, insurance, groceries, real groceries, not the aspirational meal prep lentils groceries, your phone, and the subscriptions you actually use. Add it up. For most single people, that's somewhere between $2,500 and $4,500 a month. Why does this number matter? Because every other step in this routine is calibrated to it. Your emergency fund target is a multiple of it. Without this number, you're just navigating by vibes. While you're looking at your expenses, do one more thing that takes 5 minutes and will save you from genuine misery. Look at when your bills are due versus when you get paid. One of the most common ways people get wrecked isn't overspending, it's timing. Payday is on the 15th, but rent is due on the 1st, and the car payment auto-drafts on the 22nd. You end up overdrafting not because you don't have the money, but because the money and the bills keep missing each other. Here's the secret. Most credit card companies, lenders, and utilities will move your due date if you just ask. Call them. Line up your due dates for the few days after you get paid. An entire category of financial stress will just evaporate. Step 2. Pay yourself first. The pipe. Now we get to the move that separates the Portugal coworker from the $40 until Thursday coworker. Step 2. Pay yourself first. Here is the most important sentence of this whole video. Money that lands in your checking account is already gone. Checking accounts are where money goes to be spent. That is their entire personality. Your bank is paying you 0.01% interest, literally the cost of one gumball a year to hold your money while they lend it out at 7%. Your checking account is a bus station. Money should pass through it, not live there. The fix is splitting your direct deposit at the source. Almost every employer payroll system, ADP, Gusto, Workday, lets you split your deposit before it ever hits your bank. You tell HR, send 80% to my checking account for bills and life, send 10% to my high-yield savings account, and send 10% to my investment account. From that day forward, the saving happens before you wake up. Willpower is a terrible employee. It takes long lunches and quits the moment you have a bad day. Automation has never had a bad day. Automation has never once been emotionally damaged by a Wednesday. Build the pipe. If you can't do 20% right now because rent is insane, start at 5%. Start at 1%. Just build the architecture. Step 3. The Starter Emergency Fund. So where do those automatic slices actually go? Priority number 1, Step 3. The Starter Emergency Fund. We need a fast pile of $1,000 to $2,500. For decades, financial gurus said $1,000. Respectfully, in 2026, $1,000 covers exactly one brake job plus a parking ticket. Push toward $2,000 or $2,500. This fund has one job: to be a moat between you and the extraction layer. The extraction layer is a billion-dollar industry designed to take a cut of your paycheck before you even get it. Payday advance apps charging effective APRs of 334%. Buy now, pay later loans, $35 overdraft fees. Without this starter fund, every flat tire or root canal becomes high-interest debt. With it, a surprise is just an inconvenience. You pay it, you refill the fund, and the financial machine gets nothing. And please, put this money in a high-yield savings account, HYSA. Big banks pay 0.01%. HYSAs right now are paying around 4%. That is 400 times the return for a 2-minute online sign-up. Don't leave free money on the table. Step 4. The employer match. Moat built. Next priority, Step 4, the employer match. This is the closest thing to a cheat code in legitimate finance. If your job offers a 401k match and you aren't capturing all of it, stop multitasking for 60 seconds. Let's say you make $60,000 and your employer matches 50% of your contributions up to 6%. If you put in $3,600 a year, your employer just hands you $1,800. That's an instant, guaranteed 50% return on your money before the stock market does anything at all. There is no investment on earth that offers a guaranteed 50% return. Warren Buffett's lifetime average is around 20%. Your boring HR benefit beats Warren Buffett by 30 points with zero risk. Skipping the match is mathematically the same as walking into your boss's office and saying, "You know that $1,800 raise you offered me? I'm good, actually." Contribute exactly enough to unlock every dollar of that match. Not a penny more yet. Just get the free money. Step 5. Kill high-interest debt. Match captured, now we go after the house fire. Step 5. Kill the high-interest debt. Anything charging more than 7 or 8% interest needs to die. Practically, this means credit cards. Right now, the average APR on a new card offer just ticked up to 23.79%. Let me show you what that number actually does to a person. Say you have a $10,000 balance at 23.79%. The credit card company cheerfully offers you a minimum payment of $200 a month. It feels manageable, right? It was designed to feel manageable. If you only pay the minimum, it would take you 30 years to pay it off, and you will pay over $15,000 in just interest. You're going to pay for those tires, those flights, or that emergency 2.5 times over, finishing right around the time we get the 4th Avatar movie. But watch what happens when your automatic payday routine attacks it. If you automate $300 a month toward it, that same debt is gone in about 4 years, and you save $10,000 in interest. Whether you use the avalanche method, highest interest first, or the snowball method, smallest balance first, just pick the one you will actually finish. Route every surplus dollar here until the cards are at zero. Steps 6 and 7. Full emergency fund and the HSA. Cards are dead. Now it's time to build a fortress. Step 6. The full emergency fund. Take that starter fund and grow it to 3 to 6 months of your true monthly cost. If your life costs $3,500 a month, you are aiming for $10,500 to $21,000 sitting in your 4% high-yield savings account. Why is this non-negotiable in 2026? Because the job market is sending weird signals. AI-related job cuts are skyrocketing. If you lose your job, the search takes longer than it used to. An emergency fund isn't just money, It's time. It's the difference between taking the right next job and taking the first one that returns your call. Once your fortress is funded, we move to step 7, the HSA or Health Savings Account. Most people think this is just a medical debit card. It's not. If you have a high-deductible health plan, the HSA is the only account in the U.S. tax code with a triple tax advantage. Money goes in untaxed, it grows untaxed, and it comes out untaxed for medical expenses. For 2026, the limit is $4,400 for an individual. If you invest that money in boring index funds inside the HSA and pay your medical bills out of pocket, this becomes a stealth retirement account. After age 65, you can withdraw it for anything. It is the ultimate legal loophole. Step 8 and 9, Roth IRA and maxing the 401k. Step 8, the Roth IRA.
This is the most flexible retirement account in America. You contribute money you've already paid taxes on, and in exchange, every dollar of growth is entirely tax-free forever. For 2026, the limit is $7,500 a year. Fill it with low-cost, broad market index funds like the S&P 500 or total stock market. Don't pick individual trending stocks. Set it to auto-invest every paycheck. When the market is up, you buy growth. When it crashes, your routine quietly buys the dip. You don't have to predict the market, you just have to stay in it. Finally, step 9. Once your Roth is full, loop back to your 401k and start climbing toward the $24,500 limit. If you max that out, move on to a regular taxable brokerage account. Conclusion and the guilt-free finish. So there's your 11-minute machine. Paycheck lands, the automatic split fires. A slice goes to savings until the fortress is full. Your employer match is captured. Debt is strangled. HSA and Roth are flowing. Bills are paid automatically right after payday. Now for the step the finance industry never talks about. Whatever is left over is yours. Spend it on whatever makes you happy with zero guilt and zero spreadsheets. You want the $6 latte? Buy the latte. The lattes were always fine. Budgets fail the same way strict diets fail, through total restriction, willpower collapse, and shame. This routine works because it asks for your willpower exactly once on setup day. After that, the version of you that wants things and the version of you building wealth stop fighting because they each have their own money. Remember those two co-workers in Columbus? 3 years ago, they were the exact same person. Same overdrafts, same money dread on Sunday nights. One of them spent a boring Saturday afternoon setting up direct deposit splits and due dates. Then she did absolutely nothing heroic ever again. Her system just kept showing up every other Friday at 6 a.m. while she slept. Wealth isn't about willpower, it's about plumbing. Your next paycheck is already on its way. The extraction machine is already waiting in line for it. The only question is whether this time your automated system is standing in line first. Build the pipe this week. 10 years from now, you'll thank yourself. I'll see you in the next one.